Oh, welcome into the double post here. Grind City Media on YouTube, 92.9 FM, ESPN on your radio. You can watch the show live at Grind City Media on YouTube. Join the show chat there. You can call in if you want to be a part of the conversation at 901-445-0929, 901-445-0929. I had a whole spiel planned here where I was going to come on the air and say, the grit and grind Grizzlies, the 2010 Grizzlies, they didn't even hit 500 until late January, mid to late January. So a 4-11 start next time we have that is nothing to panic about because look now, we're right at before Christmas and the Grizzlies are at 500. And that was all when the Grizzlies had a 20-point first-half lead against the Washington Wizards. And then Jaren Jackson Jr. picked up not one, not two, but three fouls in the first 4.5 minutes of the third quarter. And from that point on, the Washington Wizards owned the game, and the Wizards went on to win 130-122 over the Memphis Grizzlies, thus denying the Grizzlies a chance at getting to 500. The Grizzlies now 13-15. The Wizards pick up their fifth win of the season, now 5-21. Bennett Doyle.
In the words of the great Michael Scott, Merry Christmas, saying, I'm sorry your party's so lame.
The party was lame tonight.
The party was, well, it was actually a fun party, just it ended up being lame there at the end.
Yeah, I'll take a page out of Coach Isolo's book, and he said, you know, when he said we didn't have ball movement, I'm sorry, we didn't have ball movement in the second half. The party wasn't lame. The party was just lame in the second half. But it was,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, what you said, it just, Jaren getting in foul trouble completely flipped the game. He was dominant when he was in the game. Obviously not down the stretch as much because he had to be careful and not pick up that sixth foul.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was handling Marvin Bagley and Alex Sarr in the first half of that game. Like, he was getting whatever he wanted. If he would have been able to play the whole game, I truly feel like they would have won. You don't want to put it all on one player's shoulder, but he is your best player. You're shorthanded tonight. So it's just tough, man. I do think that if it wasn't for the foul trouble, they probably would have had a good chance to win this game tonight.
That's why Jessica Benson also here. That's why the great Greg Popovich, I always remember Greg Popovich saying this, you know, the San Antonio Spurs for years, one of the things they lived on is they like always just killed bad teams. They always are really good against the bad teams in the league. And he always said, you have to respect the game. And I remember there was one time they lost to a team they should not have lost to. And he said, we did not respect the game. And this is what happens. And I think Jaren Jackson Jr. did not respect the game tonight. You don't have 5 fouls in 2.5 quarters against that team because you're really locked in. So that being said, that's where the game flipped. Jessica.
In the words of Buddy the Elf, this game does not smell like Santa Claus. It smells like beef and cheese. I was just trying to find a sad Christmas quote that felt accurate.
That was pretty good.
Thank you
We watched
very
Elf
much.
the other day. That's a
I
great
didn't want to
Christmas
just
movie.
do bah humbug.
I have
That
not
felt
watched
fairly
Elf.
boring. Yeah, it's one of those things where obviously everything turns in the third quarter when Jaren has to go to the bench in foul trouble with 5 fouls. And then it changes again when he fouls out of the game.
Yeah.
This game in a different universe goes in a direction where you're able to talk about so many different players coming up with big, meaningful plays in the fourth quarter, which on a night where you're down 9 bodies to start and you lose a 10th in Brandon Clarke and you kind of lose Jaren in the foul trouble part is really impressive, be it some plays from Cedric Howard, plays from Cam Spencer, Santi Aldama, 37 points, career high off the bench. KCP had some big plays, Jalen Wells, and then instead you're forced to look at a lot of different guys having big plays that went the other direction. Some of the defensive lapses from Jalen Wells, CJ McCollum just cooking everybody, as CJ McCollum tends to do against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And Cedric Howard again with some rookie moments down the stretch. And it's a disappointing one. There's no getting around it. You were supposed to beat the Wizards and get to 500 for the first time since October. And instead we're having to have a conversation about a team that loses to a team that has 5 wins.
Yeah, it definitely, like, I'm also sour because I had Santi for Skydog. I picked Santi as the Skydog on Friday's show. Career high 37
you were right
points.
on the money.
This is the first time he's hit 30 points in his NBA career. His previous
he was around
career
29 multiple times.
Yeah, 29. I think the last one was in 2024, or maybe it was the beginning of 2025 against said it was against San Antonio. His career high even in college at Loyola was 33. So he even surpassed that. All set up for a Skydog victory for me. And then they have to go and lose to the Wizards. Yeah, I think also you mentioned Jalen Wells. He's been so good lately. He's been 50% from three. He's been 50% from three in his last 10 games, and that's with the previous 2 games prior to tonight. He was just combined 3 of 11 from three. He's been 50% from three. He's been 56% from the field in his last 10 games. Not a great night to have an off night. Cedric Coward, you mentioned the lapses at the end of the game. Well, he had the one foul that was off the ball on the inbounds. There's like 45 seconds left, and you have a foul to give. So it ends up not being like
the worst thing.
The worst thing. But then the next one was the fouling of the 3-point shooter. Like you said, you could hear it in Coach Isolo's voice. The team was not like they were not. He very clearly detested the second half and how they played. 901-445-0929. The host of the warm-up show that I was on tonight, Lang Whitaker, joins us. Hello, Lang.
What's up? You know what? Like, yeah, a tale of 2 halves. The first half, you guys mentioned Buddy the Elf. Jaren looked like Buddy the Elf when he's playing against the other elves at the North Pole. He was dominant in that first half, and he looked like it was going to be one of those nights where Jaren might go for 40 plus. But it was those fouls, man, and so many of the fouls aren't like going for a block shot. So many of them are like reaching for a steal or charging, or they keep happening, and it doesn't seem to be getting better, and I don't know what the solution for that is. I wrote down some notes in that first half, like. When the ball was moving in the first half, like the Grizzlies made a pretty good case for being able to play without a true point guard on the floor. And they kind of showed like you don't need a true point guard if you have a system that everyone believes in and can execute, because the ball was moving, the players were moving, they were going, looking for to attack, not there, pass, looking to attack, not there, pass. Like it was pretty impressive the way they were playing. It looked like they were all kind of focused on, look, we just got to get this win. They built a big 20-point lead. You think, oh, well, they got this. It's going to be fine. But, yeah, then Jaren goes out, and they actually, like, Cam hit a 3 right after Jaren went out. Santi hit another 3. Shout out Santi Claus coming to town for this time of year. But they didn't have it. And I told Jessica, like, I thought it was interesting. Like, they looked tired down the stretch. And I don't know if that's because they only had 8 guys who could play. And to that point, the other, like, I think game-changing thing was Brandon Clarke getting hurt 3 minutes into the game. Because if going into that game you don't have Brandon Clarke, you might figure out a way to get G.G. Jackson here, to get Jemai Mashak here, instead of playing in the G League thing. So, being down that shorthanded against a Wizards team that's young and can just throw guys at you who are going to run. I thought that was kind of the way the second half was dictated by them. We just didn't have an answer for their legs and their speed. So I don't have a question to leave you guys with. I'm as disappointed as you guys are, and maybe we can leave some coal in Oklahoma City stocking later this week. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you guys.
Thanks, Lang. Lang Whitaker, the host of the warm-up show, Grind City Media on YouTube, 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game. The next home game, obviously, is going to be the day after Christmas against the Milwaukee Bucks. I did think he mentioned something about being tired. I will say Cam Spencer played 37 minutes tonight. Mm-hmm. He has not played. That's the most minutes, obviously. You don't see many guys for our team ever really get up to the 37-minute mark. But obviously,
career double-double.
First career double-double for Cam Spencer. Yeah, the 11 assists, the 19 points. But, yeah, the 7 of 18 from the field, 37 minutes out. His previous season high for minutes played was, it looks like Portland. The last, the home game against, the Sunday home game against Portland, he played 32. He did play 30 in the win over the Clippers that they just had. But those are his only 30-point or 30-minute games. His only 30-minute games that he has hit all year. 901-445-0929. Cal, you're up.
Yeah, just want to say this. Happy holiday to everybody listening. And I'm just confused about the coaching for one thing. Why would you leave J.J. in when he already had 3 fouls and only take him out when he had 4 fouls? And That's just crazy to me. And also, why would you that call in the second quarter or second half, that charge? I would not have. We won that challenge, but that was like a lucky bailout call. What do you have to say about the coaching tonight?
I don't think coaching had anything to do with this tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're working with 7 players.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You're working with 7, 8 guys. Guys are going to have to play,
And you're still without a true point guard.
and you're without a true point guard. And I don't like. It is not Coach Isolo's fault that Jaren, he's leaving him out there with 4 fouls in the third quarter. He's trusting you, he's trusting you,
and he needs you,
and he needs
you in
we
this
clearly
game.
saw what happened when he went out of the game.
The kind of situation where you knew how important he was in the game. It's a darned if you do, darned if you don't. And rather than fouling him out by putting him on the bench, which was going to very much impact the game, as we saw when he ends up picking up his 5th, you rolled with it. And, I think in both cases, Jaren knows that he has to. Jaren knows that he cannot put himself in a position where he is fouling out of a game like this because he is so important. We saw it on this road trip, right? I mean, just the various ways that Jaren can impact a game, take over a game, and steady the ship for this team when they are undermanned, as they are at this moment. So it was a tough one, but you also don't need to be.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
it's disappointing to watch the Grizzlies lose to the Wizards. But these things happen. When you look at how many players were available, I think a lot just speaks in that.
Yes, and you don't look. I'm not going to crash out over this. If they lost by 20 to the Wizards, I'd crash out. I'd be like, but
Saturday before Christmas.
Right, we can't crash. This Wizards team, they had 16 of their 21 losses are by double digits. 10 of their 21 losses are by 20 or more. But it does speak to, I think it does speak to when you are this shorthanded, you are depending on Jaren. Somebody's got to be there to, Coach Isoloism or whatever, he said before the game about Brandon Clarke. He said, Brandon Clarke gives our defense integrity. And Lang was like, I have no idea what that means. And I was like, I think it means it gives them some oomph. There's somebody in there that, it knows where people are supposed to be and is going to communicate. And Jaren's one of these guys that when you are this shorthanded and then Brandon goes out and you're down to 8 guys, somebody's got to be locked in, and they're probably looking at you as the leader of the team, the tenured, the veteran on the team. You've got to be locked in, and picking 3 fouls in 4.5 minutes in the second half is because he had 2 at half, right? He only had 2 at halftime, only 2, and he picked up because he went out at 7:24 in the third quarter, and the team was up 73-60 when he went out of the game. 3 fouls in 4.5 minutes. That can't We've been praising him so much because these last 2 games
awesome.
It's looked so different. But it's man, you got to be locked in. You got to be locked in there.
There was a moment in the second quarter where he thought he was called for an offensive foul.
Yeah,
and Marvin Bagley was called for the foul, and then the Wizards coach challenged it. But Jaren thought that he was going to be called. He doesn't get called for it, and immediately you could see an emotive response. And he was frustrated for being called. And then ultimately he ends up being called for said offensive foul. But I think just looking at that as an example of his first instinct is thinking, I'm going to get called for this. There's some mental component to all of this. And we've seen that where 1 foul turns to 2, turns to 3, 4, 5 in a 3-minute span. So it's frustrating. He knows he has to work on it. It doesn't take away how it happened tonight. But I think you nailed it from a standpoint of just having the most important player stay on the court during this period where you are down a lot of bodies. It just shows how important Jaren is to the team.
And for people who have complained about substitution patterns and guys not playing enough, it's well, dude, you got 8 guys. Guys got to play now. There is none of that. Trying to keep you on the court.
The Brandon injury stinks.
Okay, so let's get to the Brandon injury. The BC injury, man, it does. It really does stink. It's what, 3 minutes into the game, 4 minutes into the game, the Brandon injury happens. He grabs, right calf? He grabs his right calf.
Yeah.
And it's
he immediately needed to go out.
Because he looks, Coach Isolo said in pregame, he looks more athletic this year. And the times that I've seen him in practice, the game against the Timberwolves the other night, he looks more athletic than at any point he did last season. And what stinks about Brandon for last season, he played 64 games. But all we remember is the injury at the end of the year. But if you look at his month-by-month numbers, Brandon, last year, when he got to the final month of March, he played like 10 games in March, and he was averaging 10-6, and it was his best all season. And if you looked at his numbers, every month they started creeping up bit by bit, and it's like, cool, he's going to get back to Brandon, and I think we were going to get there eventually with him now, and, it's just an unfortunate setback, and it's another lower leg injury, too.
Sucks. It just sucks.
I would like to leave calf injuries in 2025.
Yeah.
Because look what happened to Jaron when Brandon went off the court. And Jaron starts fouling.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we know what the combination of Jaron and Brandon is. 901-445-0929.
That's a good point, too.
Isaac.
Hey there. So what was really disappointing to me was particularly the second half. I mean, we were Downy, Cottonelle, two-ply, Charmin Ultra, soft. I mean, not getting any rebounds. And when we did get the rebound, just letting them take it out like from our hands. Do you think, I mean, for sure the Jaron injury, or not the Jaron injury, the Jaron foul issue in the second half was an issue, but what do you think led to, I mean, such just a clear, to me, it looked like a clear lack of effort in the second half?
So I think, honestly, this is what happened. If you look at the score, what happened right after the Jaron injury, Chris Middleton hit a couple free throws. And then what happened after that is they hit 3 threes in a row. The Grizzlies missed threes, and they hit 3 of them right in a row, and it was like, whoa, that's like it was 11-0 with the 2 Middleton free throws, 11-0 just like that, and it was, and this always happens too. I've heard Hubie Brown used to talk about this. It was Hubie Brown. I've heard some other, Lionel Hollins would talk about it too. The longer you let a team hang around, they all start to believe. And the Wizards started to believe tonight. And you let them hang in the game, and that's what happens.
I thought it was super important for them to, because they were up, 68-53 at halftime. And I thought coming out, man, it's going to be important for them to, like, really, really get a huge lead going into the fourth quarter.
If you can get a little 10-0 spurt or 12-2 or something, put this thing up over 20.
Because to Lang's point, you knew being shorthanded, they were going to be tired because everyone was going to have to play the whole game, right?
Not give up a 23-7 run?
Right.
Not give up a 20.
That was not the game plan?
Yeah, don't give up a 23-7 run.
Yeah. So that was tough. I mean, when it got tight in that third quarter, I was like, oh, man, I worry that their legs are going to get, tired in the fourth, and the Wizards are going to just keep bringing fresh bodies in, and they did.
I'll take blame. I texted y'all like, hey, I'm not going to have much to say about this game tonight. We got this, and this. And then Jessica's like, or we could lose to the Wizards.
That was right after your text came right as the Wizards were making.
They started making their run.
3 straight threes, and I said, let's, because we just watched this happen when the Grizzlies played the Jazz. I mean, very similar. I don't want to say similar game scripts because the body's not available is a different story.
Right.
But one, you had a double-digit lead at half, and I think in that game they'd gone up by 20 in the first half too, and you're rolling, and then everything switches in the third quarter. And like the game against the Jazz, it was a K. George. Against the Jazz, it was Keontae George, and against the Wizards, it was Keyshawn George.
The Thunder don't have a K. George.
I don't think the Thunder have a K. George.
The Thunder don't have a K. George.
I would like to avoid K. Georges for the foreseeable future.
They've got a
you have K.
S.
George
Gilgeous
and
Alexander.
a certified Grizz killer in C.J. McCollum in this
C.J. McCollum now, going into this game, was averaging in his career against the Grizzlies 37 games, 22.5 points per game on 49 from the field, 43 from 3. There's only 2 other teams that he averages more points per game against in his career. And it's the Pistons and the Hawks, who he has only played a combined 38 games against. So he had played 37 games total against the Grizzlies, now 38 games. But that guy is a certified Grizz killer. John, you're up.
Hey, good evening. Good evening and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I want to make a few quick points. My son and I were at the game, and he said before the game started, during the warm-ups, he said, it looks like our guys just are sluggish and Washington's ready to come out and beat us. And he called it. He called it dead on. And one of y'all said something about a 20-point if we would have lost by 20. The experts kind of predicted us to win by 12 to 13 points, and we lost by 8. So if we do that math, it's pretty bad. Second point, Jaron's a great Robin, but unfortunately he's not Batman. And he needs somebody always by his side to kind of help him, hold his hand, show him how to be a leader. He's got to dig within himself to do that. He's been in the league, 7, 8 years now? Like, quit fouling when you don't need to. You're getting paid way too much money to be off the court. Third point, who's our bulldog? We really don't have one, and I think it's time to go get one so that they could quit stripping the ball from us. We look like punks, not we, because we're not on the court out there. But as fans, we expect a little bit more. We want a little toughness. This is a game they just let go, and we shouldn't have lost it, especially not by 8. It's upsetting, and I know we're short, but it's still professionals going out there and doing their thing. We should have pulled this one out. So I'm a little disappointed. Last thing, let's bring it full circle. You mentioned Santi Claus. I actually gave Santi Claus the Santi Claus nickname. I won't get credit for it, not trying to be braggadocious about it, but I spoke with my rep a few years ago, and I actually mentioned that we should have that giveaway of Santi Claus during the holiday season. He's still working on it, according to him, and I'm going to follow up with him next week on it. Y'all have a happy holiday.
All right.
You
Thanks,
too.
John. Appreciate the call. 901-445-0929. I mean, yeah, it's disappointing when you have a 20-point lead against a team that's won 4 games and you blow it like it is. It's disappointing across the board. It is what it is. I hope I'm saying your name right. Khalil. Okay. Hey, Khalil, what's up, man?
Yeah, Khalil. Hey, just want to say, Roser, as currently constructed, I'm a little bummed out right now.
That's fair, man. Hey, man, that's cool. Let's talk through it. Let's have therapy.
I listened to man, I listened to the whole game on the radio. I've been door dashing, trying to earn back some of that holiday money. I'm pretty sure all of us have been spending.
Life's a grind, man. Do what you got to do.
Man, life is a grind. And what I will say about tonight is something that everybody should know. This saying, it ain't over till the fat lady sing. And I'm in my car, and and all I'm hearing is, I'm hearing the radio broadcast. I'm like, oh yeah, we up. And then I was like, what if we just blow this lead? And I was like, no, don't think like that. And we blew.
So it's your fault.
I try to keep a level head in sports because I know these are professionals.
Right.
And, like I said, Popovich said, respect the game, respect what's going on. And I'm not out there on the court, but I would say, for the Grizzlies, you got to respect the game. For Jaren is one of our biggest strengths on this team, but when he fouls out, he is probably one of our biggest weaknesses. And that's like a flip of the coin. It's so weird. When he's out there and he's doing good offensively, he's a beast. Even defensively, he's a beast. But when he gets into foul trouble, you start chattering your teeth, man. It's very scary. Once he gets that third foul, that's when you start clenching your butt, and you're like, oh, man, please don't get a fourth one. He gets that fourth one, and generally we have to try to, or at least Isolo has to figure out how, I can't put him in all the time. And then some nights he's like, I'm going to trust him. When he got that fifth foul, it was like, I'm going to trust that my veteran player is going to come out here and he's not going to get that sixth foul. And, I love when a coach trusts someone enough to say, hey, you're going to finish this game for us. You're going to do it because you are that guy. And, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. That's life.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for the call, Khalil. Happy holidays to you and your family, man. We do appreciate it. I'll say another thing, too. And, look, I know this seems like I'm piling on Jaren. It's because I am upset at him more so than any other player on the team. But I will say, even late in that game, and Coach Isolo, he talked about this after the game. Our ball movement was terrible in the second half. We did not move the ball the way we normally do, the way we're taught, the way we try to in practice, and we preach to them, yada, 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 yada. And to his point, I will say, late in the game, remember Jaren, I think it was late in the fourth quarter, Jaren's got the ball like ISO, like right wing area extended, and they've got defenders on. They've got a defender in front of them, and they've got defenders on either side. This is the play before the charge that got the sixth foul. And it's like, and he forced his way through that, and he ended up getting fouled and getting 2 free throws out of it. And I think he went 1 of 2 from the line. But it's like, you see how they're playing you. They're going to try to convert. Like, you've got one defender, and you're seeing a second defender from either side, whichever way you try to drive. We know he's going to go left. But they're going to converge another guy in there to try to trap, and you've got to be able to pass out of that. Instead of the force, when he first forces his way through it and gets the layup, and gets fouled and hits 1 or 2. The second time, Keyshawn George was waiting behind there, and when Jaren tried to bulldog through right through those 2 defenders, George stepped up, boom, there's the charge. When it's like, if you see that and you know that's coming right there, you know that's how you're defending, you could take a hard dribble in there, stop, and you can kick to somebody when they commit to you. And the second half was it was a disaster. 901-445-0929. 901-445-0929. Let's take a break. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take more calls, and we'll talk about the disaster at FedEx Forum. Christmas 2025. 130-122, Wizards beat the Grizzlies. Tonight, we'll be back after this.
Hey Grizz fans, get up and get out with Grivet Outdoors, your Memphis outdoor and run specialty shop. From Viore and Patagonia to On, Hoka, New Balance, and Brooks, we've got the gear to keep you moving on and off the court.
This is John Burgess from Charlie Burgess Rendezvous, here to let you know how much we appreciate partnering with the Memphis Grizzlies each season as the official barbecue of the team. Join us in celebrating their 25th anniversary here in Memphis. When you're in the FedEx Forum, grab some barbecue nachos before taking your seat, or come down to the Rendezvous and join us in the basement to reminisce and make some new memories over a rack of ribs. And remember, we also ship overnight across the nation to enjoy while you're watching an away game. Visit hogsfly.com and go Grizzlies.
Do you have an EMT, advanced EMT, or paramedic license? The Memphis Fire Department wants you. Visit joinmemphisfire.com to apply or to speak to a recruiter today. We'll give you all the details on exciting career options with the Memphis Fire Department. Benefits include up to 8 weeks of vacation and only 10 weeks of Fire Academy training with current EMT or paramedic license. Apply today at joinmemphisfire.com.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Feeling crushed by burnout, addiction, anxiety, or depression? Got struggles you can't put into words? Home lost its warmth? Family needing a boost? Ignite your hope with Complete Care Family Psychiatry, where we're bold, unique, and making a difference. Our tight-knit caring team delivers vibrant, holistic care crafted just for you and your loved ones. CCFP is your slam dunk for mental wellness. Spark your peace today. Book now at ccfp.clinic and see how we treat you differently.
The Drive into Fall event means it's time to save big at Gossett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on the Pike. 2026 Jeep Compass Latitude $52.24 off MSRP, or 2025 Dodge Hornet GT $78.33 off MSRP, or both just $281.86 a month. 2025 Grand Cherokee 4-wheel drive $86.90 off MSRP, now $35,230. And 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 5.7 box rear wheel drive $11,631 off MSRP, or $467.42 a month, plus 0% for 72 months available. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motorcars.
1500 SN 711,999 MSRP 50,710. Cherokee S871 5236 MSRP 43,920. Latitude TT 159,340 MSRP 32,815. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 895 excludes tax island license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/30/2025 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Has your hat been working overtime? Hair regrowth treatments through Hims can help. With doctor-trusted prescription ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil, you can see thicker hair in just 3 to 6 months, starting at $26 a month. Get started today at hims.com. Sometimes they should just leave the microphones on during the break.
No.
No, they shouldn't.
I think so.
Sometimes they should leave the microphones on during the break. Our conversations might be more interesting there.
I want to put this loss on Bennett Doyle.
Counted his
and
chickens.
his counterpart, Gary Parrish, who both, in case you missed it on Friday, counted their chickens before they hatched.
Calling out GP on the DP.
I tried to fight that. And
I didn't hear enough of a fight.
And he pulled me into it. Yeah, that was...
you guys both said the Grizzlies are 500.
That was no good.
And now Bennett's crashing out, being like, we're going to come back home from Christmas. 3 straight losses.
This is dude. Come on,
we're losing to the Thunder. We're losing to the Jazz.
It was the holiday game. I was excited. Like the vibes were good, and it just got ripped away from us.
I would say game ops tonight. Great job.
Great stuff.
Hey,
The Central High School Jazz Band is
so
unbelievable. They are so good. Anybody else see that when the Grinch took the jersey from the little girl?
Yes.
Hysterical, by the way, and then runs across the court, and then later, the Grinch is walking down the steps with the jersey, and Grizz hits him with the cake, and then Grizz takes the jersey and gives it to a little kid who's not the girl from before. It was not the girl. It was a boy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a boy. It was just a random boy in the crowd with his dad that he gave the jersey to.
Somebody get that girl a jersey.
Yeah, somebody get the little girl. Somebody get Cindy Lou Who a jersey. All right, we got a couple calls. Adrian, you're up.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. Great seeing you all tonight. Hey, I just got 2 things, and then I'm done. First thing, we should have won. Second thing, we shouldn't have lost.
Deep.
That's it.
Deep. That's the, you know what, Adrian? That's the deep, hard-hitting analysis we want here on the Double Post.
That's it. I mean, what more can you say? It's the Wizards. They pulled some wizardry on us tonight. So,
man, it's so weird with them too, because even when like the comeback is happening, and even in the fourth quarter when they're like hitting shots, holy crap! They scored 77 points in the second half. Oh my gosh! When it's happening, is like sometimes they'll have possessions where like the ball moves, the Wizards do, and it's like they're popping the ball around and they got us scrambling. One of the ones where like Sarr hit the corner 3 right in front of our bench. Like, dude, they moved the ball. It was popping around. I was like, oh, that's actually really impressive. And then they've got other possessions where like Keyshawn George is just dribble, step back 3. And then the crap goes in. It's like, oh, man, go to hell.
I like that Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson, the rookie?
Yeah.
From, where did he play, Texas?
I think so.
When he out of Texas? Yeah, Trey Johnson. Yeah, rookie. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see it with them. They've got the same thing that like they don't have like a point guard. Like they don't have like a real point guard. But yeah, it's frustrating, Adrian. Adrian, I hope you have a
34-year-old CJ.
Adrian, 34-year-old CJ McCollum who will forever kill the Grizzlies. He loves this building. Adrian, we appreciate the call. You have a Merry Christmas, a very happy holiday season, man.
Hey, I'm going out to L.A. too, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, Southern California. Sounds nice.
Stuff.
Yes,
it's going to be warm here too, though.
It is.
It is going to be warm here. Jordan, you're up. Hello, Jordan. Oh, is this Jordan? Is this the guy that tweeted me?
Just take it easy, John.
Yeah, let's settle down. Simmer down, Jordan. Jordan was like hardcore ready to crash out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good. We're cool.
All right.
Down a lot of bodies. I was curious. Pace has gone down a lot over the last, 15 games or so. Started when Edey came back. The pace started to slowly drop down. If you look at all the stuff. I was curious, have you guys heard Islo talk about, obviously the injury stuff is some of it's just so fluky. Have they talked about intentionally slowing down the pace at all, or is it just a natural consequence of bringing some bigger guys back in the lineup that don't get up and down as much? And has anyone asked about that? Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has asked about it, but I do. You know what? It'd be interesting to see, like the games. But I'm interested. I'd have to look at their games without Edey since Edey went out with the injury, not before Edey, not early in the year when Edey wasn't there. But when the games that Edey came back, they obviously played slower because you're going to play slower when you have a guy like Zach Edey. But since Edey has re-injured the ankle, I wonder those games, if you took that block of games, looked at the Grizzlies' pace in them relative to the rest of the NBA, where it would rank there. And then, I don't know, is it, well, you're just playing slower because maybe they want to play slower, or is it, well, maybe the teams you've played, they play a little slower. I don't know. I do know the Wizards play a fast pace. The Wizards play one of the top, 6, 7, 8 paces at, pace in the league.
Yeah. Can I ask one more?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Obviously, Spencer's been a revelation. Is it possible, with all these teams needing a point guard, you look at a team like the Bucks or sure, you said the Wizards that need a point guard, not that they're going to go get one, but there's plenty of teams that need one. Any chance at all you flip Scottie Pippen at his highest point where he hasn't been seen since he was really, really good in that OKC series and try and go get something, help you continue to build for the future?
Well, Scottie's not available to play, so I don't think there's any team that would trade for him if he's not available to play right now.
Once we're past the All-Star break.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all speculation. Scottie's got a really good contract. Like, so you've got to kind of line up money, and it's like, who are you going to bring back that, on Scottie's salary that's going to help you there? So I don't know. That's stuff for the front office to deal with. It's not stuff for me to deal with. That's stuff they got to deal with.
I do wonder if they're going to try to, depending on like what BC status is, what Ja's status is for the next week, because they got to be close to a point where they get another one of those injury
you get another one of those waivers. You get another one of those waivers. Is Bassey back anywhere? Could they bring him back?
I don't know.
It was knee soreness tonight, but I don't know if it's day to day or
right.
expected to miss.
And Michael Cole said that it was reported that Ja was day to day.
Ja has to be day to day because look, this is his second straight game he's missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Second straight, and they haven't put out a press release. That tells me that it's not. That means it's like a week at most, pretty much. Like if it was 2 weeks or more, they would have put out something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it.
He'll come back for a couple games, then he'll be out for a couple weeks.
All right. Well, Jordan, that is not the positive thinking we need this Christmas, this holiday season. I hope you get lumps of coal in your stocking, okay?
Scrooge.
For your you Scrooge, you Grinch, the Grinch that stole Christmas. Jordan, thanks for the call, man. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. All right, Jessica, any final words before we let you go?
No, don't crash out. Don't crash out before Christmas.
Don't crash out before Christmas. It's not healthy. It's not good.
Keep it level.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on this thing and talk about the next game against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I can't wait.
You're so ready. What is their record? What's their record? Like 25-2?
3. They've lost 3.
They
just
lost 3 games. All right, they're beatable.
Okay, if you do the same math that I did to Bennett before the game tonight, I said, sure, the Wizards have won 4, but they just won 1 2 games ago, and this Wizards team can't win 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then they did. So you could do the same reverse math with the Thunder.
Oh, I love reverse psychology.
Come on, 2 and 3. Watch the Grizzlies. Who says no?
Yeah, and they don't have a K George. So
they don't have a K George.
We can beat them. They don't have a K George.
Okay, me and Rosa will have your keys to victory coming up next.
Keys to victory on how we beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Double post. John Roser, Bennett Doyle, Jessica Benson. We'll be back after this.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You are strong. You are fearless. You are a fighter. And every last drop of this rich golden Modelo is yours. So raise it up high because you've earned it. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
3 iconic forces. 1 unforgettable experience. New Edition, Boys to Men, and Tony Braxton. The Black Promoters Collective presents New Edition Way Tour, starring New Edition, Boys to Men, and Tony Braxton. The New Edition Ocean Way Tour, March 19th at FedEx Forum. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
It's flu and COVID season. Boost your immune system at the Shot Nurse with the Tri-Immune Booster, packed with vitamin C and zinc. Give your body a head start at fighting off illness. Protect yourself and loved ones. With 2 locations to serve you, it's fast, convenient, and the flu shot is free with most insurances. I get my vaccines from the Shot Nurse.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
Keep your home comfy year-round with Landmark Heating and Air's membership program. For one low price, you get 2 annual tune-ups to keep your system running smoothly, priority service when you need it most, and exclusive discounts on repairs and more. Say goodbye to unexpected breakdowns and hello to peace of mind. Call Landmark Heating and Air today at 365-4260 or visit landmarkheatingandair.com to join. Your comfort's our priority. Landmark Heating and Air, the comfort company you've trusted for 55 years.
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
Your internet shouldn't drop out during the game or buffer during replays. That's why Ting Fiber Internet is here in Memphis. Fast breaks need internet that's 2 gig fast. No contracts, no hidden fees. Ting is internet without a fourth quarter heartbreak. So if you do yell at the TV, it won't be your internet's fault. Get started at ting.com/Memphis. That's ting.com/Memphis.
Looking for a place to get hyped before the game? Courtside Grill at the Westin Memphis Beale Street is the place. Try our specialty appetizers like alley-oop nachos layered with cheese, tomatoes, and jalapenos. The technical foul appetizer will mean you are in big trouble as you savor 6 big bites of wings. Fallon out tenders dipped in buttermilk served with fries will be worth it. And try our unlimited soup and salad for just $15. Snack on some chips and queso while you're waiting for that courtside burger. It's 7 ounces cooked to order served with fries. Dribble into flavor with our full court press cocktails, the ultimate shot for your taste buds. The fan favorite is the slam dunk drink, which will really get you hyped up. If you're hanging with your friends, a bucket of beer will do the trick, and a must try is that courtside lemonade that is a divine cocktail for the ladies. After all the fun at courtside, jump into our heavenly bed for a restful night. Courtside Grill just across the street from the FedEx Forum. See it, the only destination before and after the game. It's all fun at Courtside Grill.
Give the gift of fun with Premier Lanes Entertainment Center. Located next door to Malco Oxford Commons Cinema, the area's largest family fun center features bowling, Action Alley Arcade, birthday parties, events, and more. Book your fun today at premierlanes.com.
All right, we're back. Double post. John Roser, Jessica Benson, Bennett Doyle, 130, 122. Wizards beat the Grizzlies. Man, come on. All right. We get to play the Thunder next. Who are going to be coming off of a loss.
Hey.
When is hang on.
It would be a hell of a bounce back.
Hang on, let me look at this. Let me look at this. We're going to find out.
Are they coming off a loss or are they
Yeah, they just lost.
Last night?
Yeah, they lost to.
So they'll play again.
They lost last night. Yeah, to the Timberwolves. No, they don't. They don't play till they play us on Monday.
Okay.
All right. It can't be playoffs either. All right. Let's find out when the last time the Oklahoma City Thunder lost 2 games in a row that were not playoff games.
Okay. I will say.
It happened last season. It did.
I was going to say, I'll say December of last season.
It was November of last season.
Okay.
They lost November 17th to the Mavericks in 2024, 121-119, and then they followed up on Tuesday at November 19th and lost to San Antonio 110-104. So that was the last time they lost 2 games. I think so. No, they did it at the end of last season. At Houston and then against the Lakers. They lost at Houston 125-111, and then lost at home to the Lakers 126-99. So it's the end of last season, April 4th, April 6th. That's the last time they lost 2 games in a row in the regular season. So it has been done. In 2025, it has been done.
Let's do it
the
again.
Thunder have lost. Look, if we can lose to the Wizards, we can beat the Thunder. If we can lose to the Wizards, the Thunder can lose to us.
I like that logic, I guess.
You don't seem to believe it. I don't get the sense you have belief.
No, by the way, that was the first time that we lost to the Wizards here since 2018.
Bro, the first, you remember the first regular season game at the Forum?
Was it? It wasn't MJ Wizards, was it?
No, but we lost to the Wizards.
No, because his last season was the first year they were here.
Yeah, the first
at
ever
the Forum.
The first regular season game ever at FedEx Forum, the Grizzlies lost to the
Wizards
Wizards.
game?
I was there. I was in the upper deck, sitting in the upper deck with my family.
Gilbert Arenas team? Probably not. I don't know if he would have been there yet.
So yes, he was.
He was there.
Arenas did not play in the game though.
Gotcha.
They had like nobody playing. We were done, except Anton Jameson played. We were done in by Anton Jameson and Michael Ruffin. Here, hang on, let me see. 2005, 2006 Grizzlies schedule. Here, let's find this. 05, I think it was 05, 06, because that was our first year in the FedEx Forum. Let's see. No, it wasn't that. It may have been, crap, it might have been the year before.
I mean, we're getting way off topic.
Yeah, probably, but whatever.
I don't need to. I don't need to relive more Wizards losses.
It was
in history of this
November 3rd.
franchise.
November 3rd, 2004. We lost to the freaking Wizards, 103-91. This was the first ever regular season game at FedEx Forum. Anton Jameson was 13 of 30. How many points did this dude score? 34. Juan Dixon had 28. Jarvis Hayes had 20. Freaking Michael Ruffin had 11 rebounds against us.
Shout out Michael Ruffin. Right
Shout out Michael Ruffin. And we lost to the freaking Wizards. And now here we are 21 years later, and we're losing to the Wizards at home again. But we got the Thunder next. The Thunder are 25-3. They're coming off a loss. They just lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. They've gotten Hartenstein back. He's missed some time this year with injuries. They got him back. Actually, they said that game against that they lost to the Spurs, that was the first game all season they had their whole starting five. Or they had like everything available to them. Like it was all available to them. So, no, look, dude, it's the Thunder. They're going to
they're awesome.
Pressure you. You better be ready to dribble.
Yep.
And I worry about our guys dribbling.
It's not an ideal matchup coming off this loss. I wonder if, we were talking about hopefully guys coming back. You wonder if they can get Vince Williams back. So you get another ball handler in there.
Wait, can we get Ja back?
Well, I don't know if it seemed you would.
Or did you just call Vince Williams a ball handler?
Well, he has been at points this season. I mean, we played with 7 guys tonight because Brandon got injured at the beginning of the game.
It's a little loose. It's a little loose ball handler, Vince Williams.
And then, I would assume that maybe the guys that Gigi and Jeremiah Meshack will be with the team probably for this road trip, don't you think?
Yeah, they were with the the Hustle played today. We played today in the G League Showcase. It was our last game. We only played 2 games there. We lost to Cleveland the other day, but we played the Windy City Bulls today. Hustle lost both games at the Showcase. They lost to the Windy City Bulls today, 110-102. Yeah, they may bring well, Meshack played in the obviously played in the Timberwolves game. Mm-hmm. They may bring him back. I would imagine so, because the Hustle, there's no reason not to, because the Hustle don't play again. We don't play again until I think the 27th. Yeah, we don't play till Saturday the 27th.
Yeah, and somebody asked what's up with Brandon. All we know is that he left with a
all we know it's a calf. It's a right calf.
Right
Man,
calf,
I said the A word. Can't say that. We just know it's a calf. I'm sure we'll find out more.
But we know what we know about that is that teams have been extremely careful with it this season.
Yeah, calves are nothing to mess with.
Yeah. It is worth noting because, you worry about the calf affecting the Achilles and stuff. It was on when BC had the Achilles injury. That was his left leg.
Yeah.
So it's not
the same.
Not the same leg. But
all right. We got the Thunder on Monday. We got the Jazz on Tuesday. I'll do radio for Monday. You'll do radio for Tuesday. We're done. Do we have another break or we're done?
No, we're done.
We're done? Okay. All right, we're done. Yeah, I couldn't remember. All right, so the Grizzlies fall tonight, 130-122. We're going to end this right now. Let's get out of here. Thank you to everybody. I got to pull up my sheet here with my thank yous. Eric, who was on the call with Eric tonight? Was it
EP, the great
EP?
Elliot Perry.
Eric Hasseltine and Elliot Perry. Our studio engineer who answers your calls, puts you on the air is Wes Wark. Our highlight coordinator. Who was our highlight guy tonight? Who did highlights for the radio broadcast? Landon. Shout out Landon.
Shout out Landon.
Grizzlies Vice President of Broadcasting Productions, John Pugliese. Director of Broadcasting is Scott Zachary. Brad Carson's brand manager at 92.9 FM ESPN. Their parent company is Odyssey. Their general manager is Nicole Hartman. Our technical director tonight was Jalen Wallace. Shout out J-Dub. Our next radio broadcast Monday night. Grizzlies visit the Thunder. Tip off for 8:30. I'll be on the air at 8 p.m. The next double post will be Friday, December 26th, the day after Christmas, when the Grizzlies host the Milwaukee Bucks. Wow. It's a lot. I got it out of me. For Jessica Benson, for Bennett Doyle, I'm John Roser. Peace.